our safety patrol, it's a good opportunity for our older students to take on a leadership role and to help to establish our PBIS expectations of being respectful and being responsible and being safe.
So the social worker and I were talking because we loved the safety patrol program in our school, but we noticed that sometimes the students that were on safety patrol kind of assumed more of an authoritative position and sometimes would meaning well, but they would talk down to some of their students or kind of act like they were younger and kind of take charge of them. And we really wanted those students to learn how to interact with students that are different from them and learn about students with different abilities.
We really are using our more mature students, our fifth graders, to help out with the younger kids, the kindergartners, the first graders, the second graders. And their main job in the cafeteria can be as simple as helping them open up ketchup and walking in a line quietly out to recess. Once they get outside, then we utilize them to make sure the kids are playing fairly, playing safely on the swings and taking turns.
I like to, when we go to a playground, we go on the swings, we climb stuff, or we run around.
It gives our younger kids someone to look up to. They can help them to reinforce some of those expectations. But not only that, it's an older friend, a mentor that they can look up to, and that they can hopefully model their being a student when they get older.
The kindergartners, they attach themselves to certain fifth grade students. Then we have others second graders that they're playing tag with. They sort of think of them as friends, even though I make sure that my students know that they're not necessarily friends. They're there to make sure that they're safe and responsible and respectful.
I think for our low incidence kids, it's a chance to be included with the general education population. I've seen a lot of growth in their social skills just from having those peer models with them. And then for the general education students, I think it's a really important life skill to learn that there are people with all different abilities and that just because they might be different doesn't mean that they're less than. So the buddy program meets once a week, so every Wednesday they get to eat lunch and have recess with their buddies, and then every quarter we kind of have a meeting with them and debrief and see if they have any questions, if they need to change buddies, or if they need any help with anything. The safety patrol is every day of the week, and they'll wear those orange vests that you see, and that's kind of a distinction for them so that students on the playground know that if they can't find a teacher or if they need help that they can look to a safety patrol. On buddy days, they don't wear a vest or anything to distinguish themselves because their role is just to be there to play with their buddy and just to be a friend. It's, no one has more power than the other.
And I joined Buddy because some of the buddies didn't have anybody to play with, and I wanted to try to be friends with them.
And just like Safety Patrol, they had to write a letter about why they wanted to be in the buddy program and also if there was a certain buddy that they wanted to have. Some of them, I think, are familiar with the students. They see them in the halls. Some of the students push into their classroom, so we wanted them to have the opportunity to choose their buddy as well.
So those kids work all year. They donate their recess to help us, and we want to reward them for that.
So today we're celebrating our buddies by having an ice cream social. Our fifth grade buddies will be having ice cream as kind of a year-end celebration with our students in our low incidence classroom that they are buddies and role models for. We took our safety patrol students as a reward. We took them to the Milwaukee Brewers game yesterday, which was May 18th.
The kids almost listen more to the fifth graders than they do to adults, just because the relationship of seeing them every day and going on the swings, and they'll actually listen to them, which is amazing to see. And then those kids, you can see the smiles on their face when it's like, oh, Mr. D, she listens to me and not you. It's like, that's great, that's why I hired you.